Let's bring you the latest news headlines. Some tricycle operators supported by MPP youth in Tamale, they hit the streets in protest over continuous harassment, according to them, meted out by the Tamale Metropolitan Security Taskforce, instituted by the Assembly, all in a bid to maintain discipline in the Northern Regional Capital. The group marched through some designated streets and finally converged at the Northern Regional Coordinating Council to present a petition to the Deputy Northern Regional Minister, demanding that the government calls to order the Metropolitan Chief Executive of Tamale. Well, that's where we bring you the reports by JoyNews Hashmin Mohammed.
The tricycle operators, visibly angry in their protest, are unhappy with harassments and levies imposed on them by the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly. They say the levies are driving them out of business and they want an end to it.
Minister to talk to the MC. The MC is disturbing us. Every day, if you are on the roadside, you can't work, you can't drop a passenger, you can't pick a passenger. So we want them to report him to the headquarters, national level, to the parliament to tell our president. He should speak to him the way he's doing. We don't want him more. We are tired of him. We don't want him to be the mayor in Tamale. No. If not, that one day he'll be hated. Community police, we don't want all of them. Yes, every day we have been paying 1 city for ticket. They said assembly ticket every blessed day in the morning. How much? We are taking 3 people. Maybe you will come, we don't have station. They should provide a station, we don't know. Even they catch you and say it will.
The Tamale Metropolitan Chief Executive, Idris Musa Superior, last year staged a war on minors riding tricycle without license and traders selling on the streets of the city in a bid to instill discipline on the streets of Tamale. But the tricycle operators and traders say the measures are harsh.
We are told to go for license. We are told to go and get a driving license, road work, and we have done such, but we understand not the reason why we are going through a lot of humiliations in Tamale here.
Supported by some aggrieved youth of the MPP in Tamale in the protests, the traders and tricycle operators presented a petition to the Deputy Northern Regional Minister, Solomon Bua. They warn that the actions of the mayor of Tamale, Idris Musa Superior, is undermining the popularity of the MPP in the metropolis, and they want him dismissed. Hadi Abdullahi is a leader of the MPP youth and also a tricycle operator.
We make it difficult for any MPP member to talk to anybody about MPP. We know our president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, promised us that when he comes to power, he will make sure the small-scale businesses, the private businesses, will move to create more employment. People like us, we are not working.
More than 1,000 residents of Abono and other communities in the Lake Bosomtwi area of the Ashanti region have benefited from a free medical screening. The Ghana Association of Medical Aid is examining people for conditions such as blood pressure, diabetes, glaucoma, among others. Well, it's where Love FM's Kwesi Debra reports.
As early as 8 a.m. on the first of a 4-day exercise, hundreds had lined up waiting for the team. It's the second destination after attending to close to 2,000 health seekers at Kwawu in the eastern region.
Have you ever been to the doctor with that? Yeah. What is it?
The US-based group formed 6 years ago puts premium on preventive medicine.
My name is Akosia Sewa Buedu. I am the Vice President for Ghana Association for Medical Aid. We are based in New Jersey. It's just a group of friends who are in the medical field that we decided to come together to help our community. So basically, we do a lot of teachings in churches in New Jersey and New York area. We started doing this because we realized that a lot of Ghanaians, our own people, end up coming to America and they end up coming back in caskets.
With the way he talks,
patients underwent normal checkup for high blood pressure, sugar and cholesterol levels, among others.
To
Doctors were worried about late reporting of ailments to hospital for treatment as well as irregular checkup.
So my name is Dr. Andrew Badu. I'm a nephrologist. I'm also an internist. I'm from the U.S. The thing that we found most of the time is that most of the patients have the disease of high blood pressure, diabetes, but that's a disease that you see everywhere. Unfortunately, the most troublesome issue is that people don't know how to go seek for help. They don't know that they are sick. They don't have the initiative to go for the preventative care.
Any family history of glaucoma, anyone develop?
People who are screened for eye defects receive glasses and medication for free.
Yes, my name is Dr. Winston Scott. I'm an eye physician and surgeon and ophthalmologist, and I'm also a founding member and president of the Caribbean Medical Mission. Cataracts is very prevalent. Unfortunately, a lot of the cases are very advanced and need to be surgically treated pretty soon because most of these people are not seen at all. We also see a lot of patients who simply need glasses. Presbyopia, or the need for glasses after the age of 38 to 40, is probably one of the most prevalent problem that we find.
Children, many of them with ringworm infestation and allergies, had their share of care.
You know, they play around, toss around on the floors and everything, but they don't really know how to clean themselves. We have to teach them. We have to let them know the consequences of these diseases.
Usually, beneficiaries will be given prescription to buy drugs, but on this occasion, they got them together with food supplements at no cost. Reporter for JoyNews, Kwesi Deborah.
The All Nations Charity Home at Ija in Kumasi is battling increasing cases of malaria in a mosquito-infested environment. The founder and executive director, the Reverend Philip Kwesi Nyamiche, says the situation is taking a toll on the children's academic work. Again, Kwesi Deborah has more.
Today, they are happy. That wasn't the situation 2 weeks ago. 5 of the children were battling with malaria. All Nations Charity Home, the only foster home at Ija, has been battling with mosquitoes since its inception 15 years ago. A terrible stench from an open drain at the back of the home, which is a breeding ground for mosquitoes, welcomes any visitor. Though all 61 inmates have been given mosquito nets, the structure of their dormitories make it difficult for the children to sleep in them. Recently, a contractor helped to cover a big hole here, and that has reduced the stench a bit. Most of the children have been hospitalized for the past week. Because of the situation, learning especially at night is impossible. Meanwhile, gospel musician Ernest Opoku Jr. goes to the home's rescue. He paid a visit to donate 6 covert drums, 3 trips of sand, and an undisclosed sum of money for reconstruction of the drain. He hopes this will bring a lasting relief to the home. Life is not only about taking care of your family, but also the needy and underprivileged. Since I started my ministry, I've been donating annually. You can see the problems they are passing through. They really need help. I'm appealing to others to come to the help of these children. Reporting for JoyNews, Kwesi Deborah.
After traders acquire their wares from suppliers, the very important next step is how to get their margins by winning buyers. And due to changes in customer behavior amid difficult economic environment as we're in, however, traders often complain about low sales. So how do buyers and sellers cope with challenges in their chosen way of earning a living? Kwesi Apia looks at the informal ways of advertising, how traders employ ingenious and creative ways to sell, especially in crowded spaces.
So this is the Kumasi Central Market. Just like every other market in the country, it is often normal to see traders selling the same product, sitting side by side to each other or in the same lane, though it provides options for customers. The question is, how do these traders win customers to buy their wares?
Saturday!
IKEA goes to the customer with the product.
Saturday!
It is difficult to get people to buy these days. By shouting, I manage to attract some customers to buy. I have my regular customers too.
For some, it is sit and wait for customers to approach. Meanwhile, others take a different method altogether. Mind you, this is not singing for singing's sake. The traders here have found ingenious ways of marketing their wares to the public. Now they sing to call out passers-by to attract them to come and buy what they are selling. And it works for them. 24-year-old Eric Amwaku, the leader, explains how effective the singing draws customers to their footwear.
We didn't start the business with the singing. Since we started singing, it takes maximum a week to sell goods worth 9,000 cedis, but before it would take 2 weeks or more.
So I inquired how they compose the songs.
Nobody taught us. We are only being creative. We sing fast songs when the goods are many, then slow songs when there are few.
And what do customers think about the style of selling?
Their songs and the way they sing compel me to buy, when sometimes I'm not ready to buy slippers.
My name is Prince Apia, JoyNews, Central Market.
Well, advertising is in all forms. Well, and the whole of this week, we've been focusing on the Zongos. And the Zongo and Inner City Development Ministry will create 20,000 jobs by the close of the year. And this will form part of the Economic and Social Development module of the Songo Development Fund Implementation Plan. And this week, JoyNews Agenda has thrown the spotlight on issues faced by Zongo communities across the country and the expectation of residents from the new Songo Development Fund. And today, we will be hearing from the Sector Minister, Boniface Abubakar Siddiq, who assures them their challenges are being addressed. More is from Daniel Dadzi.
In the run-up to the 2016 election, the New Patriotic Party promised to set up a Songo Development Fund to accelerate development in these areas.
The Zongos and the inner city have high poverty rate, and therefore
the man tasked with making sure this policy is implemented is Minister in charge of Songo and Inner City Development, Boniface Abubakar Siddiq.
It is something that we need to fight and get the people out of poverty. And so I believe that is the reason why the president actually...
On January 2, 2018, President Akufo-Addo assented the bill setting up the Songo Development Fund.
So in effect, as from now, they are now law.
JoyNews visited Zongos across the country and residents shared their expectations.
Other youth no musia juma do mo wie school na omunya musa no ejuma nye no
Zongo we ni de ne ehia ni say ejuma. They should come around and check, then build the infrastructure for us, then create more roads.
Alhaji Siddiq assures these residents their challenges are being addressed.
The bill has been accented by His Excellency the President into an act. It is our responsibility to ensure that activities begin to roll. If you take the case of infrastructure and sanitation enhancements, and assuming we're going to build drains, going to build schools, clinics, libraries, we'll make sure that the contractor who will be undertaking that job must employ people from that particular area. Two, we are talking of ensuring that we give better scholarships, good scholarships for residents of Zongo. If we are targeting what we need to do in this year's budget, we are talking close to 20,000 people. So gradually the ministry will be engaging a lot of people.
For JoyNews, Daniel Daze.
And that's it for the latest news headlines we have. But it is a happy birthday to you, Nila Selome. You live in Cantonment, and it's from your friends and children. Also, happy birthday to you, Emmanuel Akolache of Abelinkwe, and it's from your wife and friends. And we wish you all the best, all two of you. But you know that today we're focusing on the commissioning of the new mother and baby units of the Komfo Anochi Teaching Hospital. And because it's been a great initiative, not only of the multimedia group, but started with a special assignment documentary by leading journalist, former Journalist of the Year, Great Award winner Seth Kwame Boateng, and partnering the Rebecca Foundation, headed by the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo. And that's where Mama View Swabwaji is live in Kumasi with the rest of the team. It's where the commission will be taking place, and Mama V is ready with the latest updates. And Mama V, great initiative started by Seth Kwame Boateng.
The Komfo Teaching Hospital, I'm at the main entrance, but right behind me is the runabout, is the Komfo runabout, and it's in Bantama. We're here because of the commissioning of a project that started with a JoyNews special assignment, Next to Die. Today, in collaboration with the First Lady, we're commissioning this brand new mother and baby units. It's all excitement here. And some of you have been sending us some WhatsApp messages, and I'm going to dig into it right here. This one is from Raymond Edu Boateng. Raymond is in the UK. Raymond says, wow, this is highly commendable. Bravo to the First and Second Ladies, and especially all the generous contributors to this edifice. This government has what it takes to respond to the problems of the country. I'm just going to keep it short because lots of other people are sending messages, just so we can touch on a bit of everybody's message this morning. So keep your WhatsApp messages coming through and your regular messages as well. Dallas Nasara, youth in Bogatanga, says, how is Kumasi? Well, Kumasi is cool and fresh. Thanks to Seth Kwame Boateng and you guys for the yeoman's job you people have done for the construction of the new block for our pregnant women and children. And my sincere thanks to the First Lady and all who have donated towards the building of the block. I say Allah bless you all. Well, thanks to you, Dallas, for this message. Here's another one that says, JoyNews, in fact, you're doing every great job. Keep it up. That's from Saeed Al-Hassan in Mankesim in the Central Region. This one says, good job done with the MBU. Ghana appreciates your professionalism and concern for our welfare. Today's commissioning is the fruit of your hard work. God bless you. It's from Prince from Wadie Ejuma Kesek in the Kwabre East in Ashanti. And here's another one that says, I just love your work. Keep it up. Thank you very much for all the messages that you're sending. Another one says, how You are my number one. Okay, all right, thank you very much. It's from Amofa Eric in Akim Akroso in the eastern region. If you've got a message, particularly on what we're doing here in the Ashanti Regional Capital today, the commissioning of the brand new mother and baby unit, please send us a WhatsApp message and we'll share it with the rest of the world. Quickly, here's one from Godfred Yaboa from Ho in the Volta region. Godfred says, okay, Godfred, I think this is one that I can't put right away on air, but let's talk about one that I can mention. It's from Moses A. Abugri, simply saying, God bless you. Well, God bless you as well. To all the contributors, there were people who would have loved to contribute to the project, but could not. But you also back the project with your prayers and your support, and for that, we appreciate you. Wisdom in Whole simply says, wow, this is highly commendable. And I'm going to share the last one. This one says, good morning to all Ghanaians, and may Almighty Allah guide us through 2018. Okay, so Mohammed KK from Yendi sending us that message. And I'm just going to throw it back right at you, Roland Walker, in the studio. I'm getting more messages, but I know that we've got to make way for sports, and we've got the newspapers as well. So I'll hold on to the messages that I've received, and you can come back right here in Kumasi, and we'll share a lot more with you. I'm not coming back to Accra any longer. I'm working at the new MBU units, just so you know, the reporter on duty. Over to you, Roland Walker.
You get to eat great fufu. You say you don't like fufu though, but let's see how it goes as far as awache, fufu, and the rest is concerned. When I'm in Kumasi, Charlie fufu DSM in the pa. But I'll be having great conversations with Joseph Akable, a leading young man at a multimedia group doing great work. We'll be having a review of the newspapers this morning, but he's ready. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Roland.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very well. How about you?
I'm good. Okay. So we will be taking a break. When we come back, Joseph Akable will be here with the latest, myself, and then we'll be doing a review of the newspapers and the various online portals. So stay on.